Well, hello and welcome to the final week before our spring break. I don't know about how your guys' week went last week for the most part. However, I know that as a campus, we definitely stayed really super busy. And so, one of the things that I did want to just thank all of you for, but B, to just to be a little bit more descriptive, was with our lockdown last week. As many of you guys received the message from me, not only through your email, through your phone, but also through the intercom. There was basically just a report. A phone call came in. We were told by an anonymous parent that her son had told her that he had seen a student with a gun. Now, the parent would not let us know who her child was, what student she saw with the gun, etc. And so we had very little to go on. Now, just remember that at the end of the day, safety is our number one goal. We want our students to be safe. We want you to be safe. And so it's very important that we always take these types of claims seriously. So what ended up happening is we did go into, as you recall, a lockdown status in which everyone complied perfectly. So thank you all so much. We did then shift into a lockout status in which we will be reviewing with everyone as you guys, when you get back from spring break. But in general, I want to thank all of you for all of your assistance. I want to just say, in advance that there is no way to predict that something like that is going to happen. And so, as much as we might practice and as much as we might say as it pertains to lockdown drills, etc., I just want to thank all of you for understanding that sometimes, no matter how much we practice, we still end up needing things in advance. So, again, with all that said, I hope this week is much more quieter than last week for our sake. And if you guys need anything or you have any further questions, please do let me know. Otherwise, you guys make it a great week, and thank you for watching the updates. Well, just in case last week was not busy enough for you, no worries. This week is going to be just equally as busy as we do get ready to welcome our spring break, and for many of us, a much needed spring break. Today, we do have TELPAS rating going on. If you are currently in our TELPAS calibration rating session, thank you all so much for your help in making sure that our students' TELPAS writing samples are rated and entered in within the time frame. Tomorrow, Tuesday, March the 6th, we have our Title I Parent Engagement Meeting. You will find a slide that has a draft of our parent engagement for the 2018-2019 school year so that you can review that at your leisure. Wednesday, March 7th appears blank, but I guarantee you there will be something going on. I just do not know what it is yet. When we do get to March 7th, let's all just kind of smile and know that we did not plan it. On Thursday, March 8th, we do have 8th grade Star Night beginning at 5:30 p.m. in the cafeteria. That is really dedicated to the parents and students of our 8th grade students so that they can understand what the expectations are as we do head into testing season. Beginning also on Thursday, we have Peter Piper Night from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please make sure that you get the flyer that has been placed in your mailboxes and distribute 7th period to your students. We do want to make as big of a difference as possible when it comes to our students. So if you are able and you enjoy Peter Piper as much as I do, please go out on Thursday, March the 8th and enjoy Peter Piper and let them know you are from Canyon Hills. There's more information on your flyer. On Friday, March the 9th, we will have a free dress day for our students. Because of our attendance, our attendance rates have been rising. And as we do get ready to head into Friday, a lot of our students are going to want to start their spring break early. However, if we allow them free dress, they will certainly get here no matter what. Everybody have a wonderful week, and we'll be back on the intercom a little bit later today. Thank you. As I had mentioned earlier, as you can see here, we do have a draft of the Canyon Hills Family and Parent Engagement Policy for the upcoming 2018-19 school year. I am going to kind of slowly draft through this, and as you guys know, when you're reading, you can pause at any moment, as I'm not going to read this to you as much as I would like to do so. We start with our mission statement, which is not slated to change. We do have a sense of statement of purpose, as well as the family engagement policy development that actually includes the Title I regulations. We talk a little bit about our annual meetings. We also talk about the parent-school compact. As we look a little bit further, we do take a look at some areas in which we will be changing, because when you look a little bit further, the highlighted section is an ad that was suggested by our parents during the parent meeting, in which they had an opportunity to look at this draft as well. So as you look at the highlighted sections, those are actually added in there for the 18-19 school year. And we will be discussing this at our campus needs assessment process when we talk about the Canyon Hills Family and Parent Engagement for the upcoming school year. Once you take a look at all of this section, you will also note, as I mentioned before, that when we do come together and meet as a team in order to make sure that this is ready to go and slated for the upcoming year, we will be taking a look at it. You will have an opportunity to provide input, and we will, of course, take your input seriously. If you guys can believe it, it is already getting near the end of the spring semester. Now, I know that we don't even want to think about it. However, we are already beginning our planning for the 2018-2019 school year. Part of that planning does include us doing, once again, our comprehensive needs assessment. At that time, we will be taking a look at lots of our data, not just from this school year, but from previous school years as well, so that we can continue improving all different things that are happening on our campus. With that said, this year we will be running our CIT, CIP, and CNA all on Schoology. Luckily, we are not changing the place in which we are uploading our campus improvement plan. That will remain Plan for Learning. However, if you take a look here, we're able to find several of the different resources on the principal Schoology page, which will be uploaded to Canyon Hills. Under that page, you will be able to find folders that include CNA, for all of our new teachers that are interested in joining the CIT. You will also find information as it pertains to that. As we get ready to head into spring break, I did decide that we're going to postpone the CNA faculty meeting to right after spring break. That way everybody can focus on what needs to be focused on, and at this time it is students. As we get closer again to the end of our month in March, I will be sending out our faculty meeting, as it is related to not just our campus improvement planning, our CNA, as well as our AVID school-wide. You know, I think coming in as a brand new principal at Canyon Hills, it was more of an opportunity. It wasn't a challenge in the sense of, oh, you know, I have so much work I need to do. No, it was one of those things where I thought, you know what, it's mid-year. I have, you know, less than 20 days till the first star. And with so many different things that I wanted to get done here as a brand new principal, I really realized I needed to prioritize. And you know, the best way to do that is to put the power back into the hands of the teachers who have been here, some of them for more than 30 years.
I think it's always great to have fresh eyes look at things. We all got to collaborate on the outcomes and processes of the committees. A lot of times you get feedback from things that happen behind closed doors that you disagree with or you feel like you can improve upon.
It's simply because the administration have taken a different attitude towards the whole school in general, which in turn will benefit the teachers and staff and will trickle down to the students. It will benefit completely.
I think one of the things that feels like home to me about Canyon Hills is that the collaboration between the teachers, the students, and even our staff members are contributing to our campus needs assessment. And you know, the campus needs assessment, even though we are looking for ways that we can improve, there are a lot of voices on a campus. And so one of the things I really believe in as a principal is the fact that everybody has a voice.
I believe that our process is much better now that we are all together and able to see where we're heading, where we're at, not only individually, but also as committees and as a campus.
By using this process, you get the insight and the input of every single person that is involved, because the plan, it affects every person in this school as well as every teacher, and it allows each and every one of us to put our insight and our points together to form a collaborative group, so that way we can move forward.
I know that as I was looking at the student achievement, it helped me feel like I was a part of understanding where our students were at, as well as how we can help them become better and achieve the goals that we have for them in the future.
As we completed this activity, you know, it feels like it's been going on a lot longer, but really we started on February the 9th. And you know, when I look back at the timeline on February the 9th and all the work and effort and collaboration that has gone into this project for the CNA, I think to myself, wow, you know, I didn't do that. They did that. And that makes me feel even prouder of them, you know, as a principal. And, you know, and I'm sitting here, you know, providing this interview, and it's emotional. It's emotional to know that in such a small amount of time that I've been able to be here, my faculty and my staff are really stepping up and taking ownership for what happens here at Canyon Hills.
We're also thinking about each other as teachers, each other as staff members, each other as administrators, and we're thinking of parents. We're looking at how we can make the best culture we can make to change for the better, so that everybody feels trust. They feel respected, but they respect others, and they feel responsible as we go through this process of changing Canyon into the best school in the Northeast.
From our custodial staff all the way to you know, our clerical staff, our teachers, our assistant principals, and I'm kind of the last one that kind of looks at all the voices that are involved in making decisions on a campus, and really being that person that helps them move along with what they have come up with to make a school a better place to be for our kids.
I think the best thing about the process was the collaboration. If you want somebody to be engaged in and participate in an activity, one of the best ways to do it is to ask them for their ideas, so that they can see their ideas as part of the process.
Talk to people, not down to people.
The best way you get people to participate in something is if they see some sense of ownership and presence of what they had to say in the process.
Just to continue with the AVID talk, if you guys remember last weekly update, I did send out really some statistics and that graph that explained how far our AVID has made it over the last couple of years and really where we're going. So I want to start by first of all thanking several of our own faculty and staff as they attended El Dorado a couple of weeks ago, which is also a school-wide AVID campus. So with that said, as you all know, this is our goal. Our goal is at the end of next school year that we will be a AVID-wide, school-wide campus. With that said, I included the upcoming trainings as it pertains to strategies associated with AVID. And also, of course, at the end of this year, we are also getting ready, as previously discussed, for our comprehensive needs assessment, as well as really taking a look at where we're at with our AVID characteristics and components and moving forward. So as you can see here on this particular slide, Miss Steve already completed her Wicker AVID strategies. We also had Miss Elizondo do writing across the curriculum last week. Great job to both of you, and thank you guys so much. And for our future presentations, they are listed as you can see on this slide. With all that said, we do want to just remind all of our wonderful teachers and staff that as you guys do attend to these PLCs, it is an opportunity for you to grow professionally and just to understand better what AVID is and how it supports really a lot of our core values. So please make sure that at all times you guys are doing a great job and just really being thankful to these teachers who are taking that step up, providing some leadership for our campus and really just going above and beyond. So if you are listed on this page, thank you in advance for all the work that you do. This is a repeat slide for all of our wonderful teachers that may be interested in teaching in Cobra Tech next year. Just a reminder that we will have all 3 grade levels next year, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade in Cobra Tech Academy. And so if you are interested in joining the Cobra Tech side of what we do here every single day, please make sure that you do submit your letter of interest to Miss Valdez, as indicated no later than March the 20th. So if you're still deciding whether or not you want to join the team or not, please make that decision and submit that letter of interest by March the 20th. Thank you.